Welcome to Seneca Lady Indians Softball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're listening to the official pregame show of the Seneca Lady Indians. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And a pleasant good afternoon, and we welcome you here to Seneca, Missouri as we get set for high school softball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. It is the opening of Big 8 play here this afternoon, and it is a local contest as two rivals get together. McDonald County coming in at 1-8 overall, and Seneca coming in at 2-4 overall. I'm Ben Wolcott, joined by Coach Darryl Harbaugh. Studio producer back in the KNEO studios is Luke Taylor. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. And Darryl, this McDonald County team comes in at 1-8 overall, and they struggled a little bit in the Joplin tournament, but they have had a lot of softball that they've already played. They actually did pick up a win over Joplin about a week and a half, a little less than a week ago.
Yeah, well, they're, I talked to Coach Allenball just a while ago, and not only young, they just got one senior, but they're also beat up a little bit and banged up. They got some key players out, and key players kind of hurting a little bit. So, and Coach Allenball does not want to push the injuries. He's wanting to make sure they heal up because he knows that toward the middle and the last part of the softball season is the key part, and you want everybody to be healthy at that particular point in time.
And in the Big 8, like I said yesterday a little bit on air in the pregame show, with 6 Big 8 teams playing softball in the fall, you get that round robin going where you have guaranteed home and away, so you're guaranteed 10 games against teams to try and see if you can find a true champion, or sometimes, you have split just because of the fact that, you're playing everybody twice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good thing too, because I never did like, I know football you can only do it one time, but in basketball I always liked it when you got home and away, against an opponent in the Big 8, and same thing with softball, same thing with baseball, just get a home and away, you can fill out your rest of their schedule, but yeah, I mean, you get another chance at them in playing twice, and of course Seneca can use that too.
I mean, you look at Seneca, like I said yesterday, this is the beginning portion of a very busy week for them. A 4-game week this week, started yesterday with the game against Neosho. Mack County here today at Cassville on Thursday, and then a little bit of an unusual one with Logan Rogersville here on Friday. However, that's a 2 o'clock start time because they're not trying to interfere with Friday night football. Everybody knows how big Friday night lights are around here. It's the home opener for the football team, and there are a couple girls that want to be there cheering them on, as well as a couple of softball girls or cheerleaders as well.
Well, they like to support each other, and of course the boys are not here because they're practicing, and the girls are, on Friday nights and stuff like that. There's times that the softball teams can't be here because they're playing in some tournament someplace. They're playing Friday and Saturdays at some tournaments, but anytime they can, the teams like to support one another.
And this begins a very busy stretch for Seneca. You look at next week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday again at Carl Junction, Aurora, Nevada. And like I joked with you yesterday, or not you, I joked with everybody else yesterday, is just the fact of how quick this season actually goes.
It goes really quick. I mean, you guys sit, like you said, you sit there and you play, they play 30, 35 games, and you cram them all in a month and a half, and a lot of games coming on, you got the tournaments on the weekends. They get a lot of games in there too, and it's amazing to me just how much they can cram in there.
We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back with more of the preview after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
There's no denying that watching a church service while you're sitting on the couch, in your sweats, with a cup of coffee is pretty nice. As comfortable as that can be, though, it's just not the same as attending church in person with other followers of Jesus Christ.
The Christian fellowship is not optional, it's essential. It's commanded.
Billy Graham.
We are not to forsake the assembling of ourselves together. The Bible teaches that the church is like a vine with its many branches, members of the body of Christ all knit together. The church is to worship together. God has commanded it, and I want to tell you, you cannot live a victorious Christian life and have the peace and the joy in your heart without faithfulness in the church.
Want to know more about the importance of worshiping with others in person? Go to findpeacewithgod.net. Click on Grow in Your Christian Faith. That's findpeacewithgod.net from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
We get set for action here between McDonald County and Seneca. And, you know, McDonald County has a home game on Thursday against Aurora. They really dive into their schedule as well these next couple of weeks, Daryl, and they're trying to get ready not only Big 8-wise, but district-wise as well for them. They're in a district with Webb City and CJ and some Kansas City schools. And
they got a tough one.
It actually came out that they are going to, that district is going to be at Carl Junction this year. So, you know, those schools catch a little bit of a break because I think the last two, if not 3 years, they've had to go up to Kansas City. So I think all of them are very happy to only have to go up to Carl Junction for once.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the last few years it's been Kansas City. I think, I can't remember, South.
Yeah.
What is it?
Lee Summit.
Lee Summit South or something like that. They've been up there. But very probably tickled to death it is Carl Junction. But they're in a tough one. They got a hard road to hoe. Matt County's got a hard road to hoe. They're like you said, they're beat up. They're young, so at least maybe they can get some playing time in, work in with the younger kids, and let them play.
I mean, you look at the schedule. I think Coach Allenbaugh set up the schedule hard because he knew that lost to Webb City, lost to Marshfield, lost to Neosho, lost to CJ. Those are all teams that you potentially are going to have to play after today. Other non-conference games at Willard, at Ozark. They go to the UCM tournament at Bolivar. So, a tough schedule that Allenbaugh put together, but I think he did that thinking about them, late September, early October.
Yeah, he's trying to, he wants the kids to play some of the best teams around. And that's what he's trying to find. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of coaches out there that what they try to do is they try to play the weaker team so their record looks good. And I don't think Heath is into that. Heath is into, I want to push my kids as far as I can and see if I can get them to compete. That's what he's trying to do. Kind of interesting,
talked a little bit yesterday about Seneca's district. Right now, I looked it up before we went on air, and right now the only team that has a winning record in Seneca's district is Logan Rogersville at 7-4. There's a couple teams that say they're 0-2, which obviously they have it different. But there's a 1-4, 1-5. Seneca's 2-4, just going around those different things.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough league. I mean it's a tough district because it's anybody's district, and Logan Rogersville has always been a tough component. They've always been a good softball town and a good softball school. So they're going to come out with some good kids, and but it's still going to be a tough one. What are we down? Cassville again?
Down in Cassville again this year. It seems like the third straight year.
Yeah, no kidding. I think there's an Aurora in between there somewhere, but it's tough. It's a tough district to win in.
You look at these two teams. These two teams obviously match up a ton against each other. Last time Seneca was able to win was a couple years ago in 2023. They won a game 9-6 before falling in a Big 8 tournament, 15-5. Lost to Mack County last year both times, 12-4 and 9-0. But you have to think Seneca looking to try and start the Big 8 season on the right note.
Yeah, so I mean, they're trying, they're competing. The last night's game was the only game I think that they really didn't, have a chance to compete in. So, I mean, it happens. There are some games out there that it don't matter what you do, nothing goes right. And it's the most frustrating thing as a coach to have that happen.
We'll go ahead and take a timeout, come back with more after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Batting third and playing first base, number 19, Cheyenne Starr. The cleanup hitter is the third baseman, number 7, Cameron Christie. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 14, Dakota O'Brien. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 17, Vanessa Zamora. Batting seventh and playing center field, number 20, Payne Knox. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 25, Peyton Patterson. And batting ninth is the designated player, number 13, Peyton Allenbaugh. The flex player is the pitcher, number 5, Abby Riley. Now the starting lineups for the Seneca Lady Indians, coming in at 2-4 overall. Leading off is the shortstop, number 25, Cordy Hancock. Batting second and playing third base, number 22, Ava Berry. Batting third and playing first base, number 26, Abby Jamros. The cleanup hitter is the pitcher, number 15, Kinley Summer. Batting fifth and doing the catching, number 10, Rayleigh Davis. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 5, Jolie King. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 11, Josie Andrews. Batting eighth and doing the patrolling center field, number 1, Olivia Wade. And batting ninth and playing right field, number 33, Rose Card. Head coach of McDonald County is Heath Allenbaugh, assisted by Brad Shorter, Ty Bohannon, Rita Santian, and Malin Garrett. For Seneca, they're coached by Cassidy Barclay, assisted by Susan Beville. Seneca, blue pants, red tops, blue trim, and numbers. McDonald County, they're all blacks, black trim, black tops with white numbers here this afternoon. Darryl, both teams looking to get the Big 8 season started on a good note. They will return the favor as they will be down in McDonald County back towards the tail end of the month, the 25th, which I believe is a Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday, a week from Thursday.
A couple weeks away. Today's the 9th, so
yeah,
and it is 2 weeks.
2 weeks from Thursday.
But
both you said the date, but
both teams trying to get off the right foot here.
They both been in a couple tournaments. They're just both trying to learn how to compete. Heath with a young team, and so does Coach Barclay. They got a young team here at I don't know how many seniors we have at Seneca.
I think there's
year.
2, maybe 3.
Yeah, they're kind of a young team. There wasn't a whole lot of players. They had 6 seniors last year on 10 players, and they've got a lot of freshmen. So they're trying to get a lot of players in playing time. So it's they're both young and they're trying to. And they're trying to get things going.
So it should be a fun one here this afternoon. Seneca obviously trying to forget yesterday. Yesterday was a 14-0 game. That's something they're trying to forget.
Well, kids have a short memory. Coaches do not. And that's just, that's just the way it is. But it's no big deal. It's, it happens. As a coach, you just understand it happens where everything goes wrong. And everything went wrong last night. So maybe the whole thing will turn around. Maybe they'll do some good work tonight.
And it'll be interesting to see, Darryl. The lineup we were given, it has Jamrose at first and Summer pitching. However, it looks like Jamrose was the one warming up. So
who knows? We'll find out when they take the field. It really doesn't matter.
So there may be a couple of switches here that we will have to make after the pregame show gets rolling here. But another beautiful day for softball, and this might be one of the cooler days that we have in the next week and a half, according to the weather forecast. Yesterday and today were pretty good for softball, and then it's supposed to heat up again.
Well, this has been like, you need to mark this on the calendar because this has kind of been a different year, okay? It's just different. It's been a lot cooler in August and the first part of September, and now they're going to sit there and everything's going to go back to normal temperatures, and everybody's like, oh, it's going to get hot again. No, it's going to get normal again. Okay, you might as well just get that in your head, and these kids will handle it. It's no big deal.
It'll be interesting to see, and like we said, a busy week for Seneca here this week, 4-game week this week, and obviously looking to start Big 8 play on the right note here for Seneca. So have to wait and see if they can get off the schneid after last night's game. We'll go ahead, take a 3-minute timeout, come back with the start of the game after this on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
Looking for a personal checking account with real rewards? Open a Community Choice checking account at First Community Bank and earn up to $200. Get $100 when you set up direct deposit and another $100 after just 15 debit card purchases. No monthly service fee, free online and mobile banking, and interest paid on your balance. Open your account today with just $50 and start enjoying the perks. Call 888-780-8391 or visit firstcommunity.net for details. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See bank for complete details.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Mid-America Specialty Markets of Seneca is a supporter of the Seneca Indians, and they're proud to bring you today's game. They provide insurance services for the 4-state area, including home, auto, life, and agribusiness. Located at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, they are licensed in Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Kansas. Learn more today at midminsurance.com or call 417-451-9177. Mid-America Specialty Markets. Protecting your business and family is our specialty.
And we welcome you back as we get set for action here between Seneca and McDonald County. McDonald County once again looks like this. Kirsten Hopkins leads things off. Carly Martin batting second. Cheyenne Starr third. Cameron Christie is your cleanup hitter. Dakota O'Brien batting fifth. Vanessa Zamora sixth. Payne Knox seventh. Peyton Patterson eighth. And Peyton Allenbaugh ninth. Seneca looks like this in the field. The fielding does not look different. Their batting order will look a little bit different, but we'll talk about that in the bottom of the first. Andrews in left, Wade in center, and Card in right. Barry at third, Hancock at short, King at second, and Jamrose is at first. So Summer is getting the start here this afternoon as her battery mate is Davis. As Hopkins gets into the box here, and we should be right around first pitch at 4:30 p.m. this afternoon. As Kinley Summer gets the start here this afternoon in the Big 8 opener. Here comes the first pitch. That first pitch is in there for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Like we said, beautiful day for softball, 81 degrees here at first pitch. Mostly sunny skies earlier today, Daryl. It looked like there's a little bit threat of rain, but that has bypassed us.
Yeah, it came down out of Kansas, got right to us and dissipated.
As the 0-1 pitch is hit down that first baseline foul, and the count quickly moves to no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 the count, as that one actually snuck behind the fence. So they're down a softball now.
They'll go get it.
Summer did pitch yesterday as well. Both pitchers pitched yesterday in the loss to Neosho. Tell you what her stats were in a second. Here comes the 0-2 offering. That pitch is hit on the ground to King at second, throws to first in time. And there's 1 up and 1 down here as Carly Martin comes to the plate.
Now at the bat for McDonald County, number 15, Carly
Summer
Martin.
pitched 2 2/3 yesterday, 6 hits, 5 runs, all 5 earned, 1 ball, base on balls, and 3 strikeouts. So Martin now coming to the plate. Here comes the first pitch from Summer. That's outside for a ball, so the count's 1-0.
I don't think they really want to throw it over the plate to Carly.
One senior on this McDonald County roster is Dakota O'Brien. No, Carly Martin is Carly. That pitch hit on a hop to King. King 2 plays and 2 outs. And there's 2 down. A high chopper able to hit it off the high hop. And there's 2 down.
Well, a high hopper that's right into the sun, too. Jolie's doing a good job out there at second base, looking right into the sun.
New Mac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast. A Cheyenne Star will come to the plate here for Mac County. That pitch down the first baseline, and it's a fair ball because it went over the bag, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. That's at least 2, and she's going to chug into third and a good job there by Summer to back up on the play, as it's a triple for Cheyenne Star. And that one, I'm not sure if it went over it has to go over the white bag, not the courtesy bag. It looked like it went over the courtesy bag.
It looked like it actually hit the back side of the bag and really shot it off down the line, Ben, and it rolled all the way to the fence.
Good job by Card to get it in, and a good job by Summer to back up that play. That first pitch misses the outside corner, so the count's 1-0. Seneca would love to leave that runner stranded at third. That was kind of a weird play that Star was able to get the triple on. Comes the 1-0, and that pitch is nubbed foul. Back to the screen, and the count's 1-1. Jamrose didn't have a play. You know, she's kind of hugging the bag, and she didn't have a play on that ball either.
It was just a sharp hit ball right down the line. You know, there's no way she could have got to it.
1-1 the count. Here comes the 1-1. That pitch hit on a hop not out of play, but in foul territory. So the count now 1-2. Two outs here, top of the first. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic, all sponsoring the broadcast.
Summer here throwing strikes early, getting ahead of the hitters.
As here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that 1-2 pitch is swung on, and King able to make the play, and Jamrose gets back to the bag. King with all 3 putouts for Seneca. They strand a 2-out triple. Half inning in the books. It's Mac County nothing, and Seneca coming up.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
Forbes asked, and the people answered. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is one of America's best insurance companies. Forbes recognizes what our customers have known for generations. We are committed to protecting families and the lives they've built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
Set for the bottom of the first. Seneca's lineup looks like this. Cordy Hancock, Ava Berry, and Abby Jamrose are the first three. Kinley Summer, Rayleigh Davis, and Jolie King are the next three. Josie Andrews, Olivia Wade, and Rose Card are the final three. And they will be facing Abby Riley here this afternoon, and we'll get you what the McDonald County outfield looks like here in a moment. So here comes the first pitch to Hancock. Pitch is high for a ball, so the count's 1-0. Dakota O'Brien in left, Payne Knox in center, and Peyton Patterson in right field for Mack County. As here comes the 1-0 pitch to Hancock. That pitch is high, and the count's 2-0. Left to right in the infield, you have Cameron Christie at third, Carly Martin at short. At second base is Vanessa Zamora, and at first is Cheyenne Starr, as the battery mate for Riley is Kirsten Hopkins. That pitch is high as well, so the count now moves to 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 the count here. And that pitch is high for ball 4. So 4 straight balls to start the contest here for McDonald County.
This is what Coach Allenball said. She pitched very well against Joplin with their only win, and struggled over the weekend to find the plate in the tournament.
As Ava Berry comes to the plate here for Seneca, and like we said, a little bit of a different look here for Seneca, as Berry normally in the 6 hole, or at least has been in the 6 hole the last couple of games, and today is in the 2 hole. So that first pitch is high. They throw back behind Hancock, who gets back safely. Mid-America Specialty Markets, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. As here comes the 1-0, and that's high and outside. And it's 6 straight balls to start the contest here for McDonald County. Riley only a freshman, though. As here comes the 2-0. That's swung on and missed, and Daryl, that high heat is hard to resist.
That was probably ball 7. But anyway, you are correct. You get one up in your eyes, and you think you can hit it, but hard to catch up to it.
The 2-0 is outside. They throw back behind, and the count's 3-1. Daryl, I was going to ask you this question in the top of the first, but I forgot. It was kind of interesting. That Cheyenne Star triple, is that really the home plate as up down low for ball 4? So back-to-back walks as the first 2 on. But is that really the home plate umpire's call, because he's the one that called it fair? Usually it's up to the bag. It's his call, and then that's the.
Well, I mean, I don't think the first base umpire was on the line. He was on the inside part of it. So the home plate umpire is usually the one that has the call, whether they're fair or not. They can call it if it goes past the first base sometimes. The umpires in the field can call it. But anyway, it's it was close, and they called it over the bag. And
I mean, I think he has the best view, so I'm not being critical. I'm just kind of curious the mechanics of that because nobody's, a 3-man crew. It's, I think, usually the first base umpires, but a 2-man crew, it may be different. So that's why I was kind of curious.
Well, usually foul balls, if they got outside, first base umpire, if he's there, then he's seeing it. Down the field is probably a little better. Third base, down third base line is always the home plate umpire. Got a pitching change here, Ben, right off the bat.
Yeah, as Riley walked 2, so Kendall Tarvin will come in and see if she can find the strike zone. She is a sophomore, and I think that's the only change so far, as Jamrose will come to the plate for Seneca. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO 917 Sports. Seneca travels to Cassville on Thursday. We'll have that broadcast Thursday afternoon. That is an online-only broadcast. The pregame show starts at 4:10 and first pitch at 4:30. And then, obviously, Friday Night Football home opener, Seneca and Nevada. Seneca, number 1 team in Class 3. Nevada, the 7th-ranked team in Class 4. So that should be a good one for Seneca. The Valley will be jumping on. So that pitch is in there for a strike. So the count's 0-1. The Valley will be jumping on Friday night after having to travel on the road the first 2 weeks.
It'll be hopping. That place will be hopping.
The 0-1 pitch is high and inside, so the count is 1-1.
It'll be a good atmosphere Friday night. Nevada coming to town. Nevada, very good team.
Nevada travels pretty well as well. So here comes the 1-1, and that's high and inside. And the count is 2-1. Right now, both pitchers having a hard time finding the strike zone for Mack County. They quickly switched pitchers after 2 batters. That ball popped up in the air. Infield fly rule is in effect. And there's 1 down. Maybe a little over-eager there by Jamrose. Pops it up, and there's 1 down.
Finally got a pitch they thought she could hit. But like I said, Mack is struggling right now, the pitching-wise. I think O'Brien is probably one of their better pitchers, and she's the one they're resting her. Trying to make her sure she's ready around for.
That ball down the third base line, and Coach Barclay got a hand on it. Couldn't quite make the barehanded play. No. I don't think that's an error.
No, that's just a foul ball base hit off the coach. But no, they're struggling right now. Mack is, but they'll find it.
0-1 pitch. That one also apparently she has something against her head coach. She's almost nailed her twice. So the count, no balls and 2 strikes.
Well, the pitcher up there from Mack County she's not very fast, but she's trying to throw strikes, and we're getting around on the ball. That's the reason Somers just pulled it twice right down toward coach, third base.
So here comes an 0-2, and that pitch high and inside. And the count now moves to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Summer. Pitch is inside, and she's worked it back to 2-2. 1 out here. Seneca, they always talk about how walks and errors are what kill you. 2 walks to begin the game. You would love to take advantage of those. 2-2 is dribbled to third. She just has to tag the bag. It is a G5 on the putout. And there are 2 down now. It's the fielder's choice. Leaves runners at first and second for Rayleigh Davis.
2 walks and a pop-up and a grounder to third. Trying to take advantage of it, Ben, but we just can't get it done right yet.
So 2 outs now as Davis comes to the plate.
Maybe Rayleigh can get it done here.
So here comes the first pitch. And that pitch is inside, so the count's 1-0. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. 1-0 the count, and the pitch does not get by too far. They have a play at first, but she gets back safely as that was Summer very aggressive at first base as Barry put on the brakes,
Yeah.
and Summer was about halfway to second base.
Yeah, she thought Barry was going to third, but she got caught in the middle.
The 2-0 is over for a strike, and the count's 2-1. Davis taking the entire way on that pitch. Oh, so here comes the 2-1. That's swung on and missed. Throw back behind again, and the count's 2-2. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on.
It's not the second inning yet, Ben.
Not quite.
We got a 1 in there.
Yeah. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That will end the inning. Mack County able to work around 2 walks to start the contest. We are through 1. No score. Here on the KNEO Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians! Huddle Springs Church of Christ is bringing you today's ball game. They're a family-friendly church located just a few miles outside Seneca at 19306 Huddle Springs Road. With Sunday morning and evening worship services as well as midweek services on Wednesdays, check out HuddleSpringsChurchofChrist.org for more information about all the classes and fellowships they offer throughout the week. Huddle Springs Church of Christ, where they say, "We want to go to heaven with you."
And we welcome you back as McDonald County will have 5, 6, and 7 due up in their half of the second, not 7th. We're not that far.
Not quite.
We can't time travel. Dakota O'Brien, Vanessa Zamora, and Payne Knox are the 3 due up here against Kinley Summer here in the second inning. As just completing her warm-up tosses, got out there a little bit late. And so just completing a couple of her warm-up tosses here. But, you know, Darryl, 3 ground outs to Jolie King in the first, sandwiched around a triple.
Yeah, I mean, that triple just right off the end of the bat. Like I said, I'd have to look on film, but, man, it went right over that first base bag and rolled all the way to the fence. It just hit in a spot where we just couldn't get to it.
And there's a discussion about something in the rule book because Coach Alan Ball and Coach Barclay have brought out the rule book, and they're talking to the umpires about something. And it has to do with the wind-up, it looks like, of Kinley Summer.
Is it they're thinking about the pause at the top? That's why I go in there and see it, but I don't.
Because Coach Barclay has a rule book out, and I think Alan Baugh is the one that brought it up. We're just speculating because we have no clue what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But, you know, I saw Coach Alan Baugh talk to the umpires, and then the umpires went over and talked to Kinley Summer and Coach Barclay, and then Barclay got out a rule book and was talking to the umpires, and now Coach Alan Baugh.
Is he saying it has? You know, that's the only thing I can think of, because she brings it up over her head, and then she pauses and holds it, and then she throws. And I'm thinking, does it have to be one continuous motion instead of you can't pause in the middle of it?
But she's the only one, you know, they're 6 games deep into the season. I know she hasn't pitched every game, but he's the only one that has complained about this. You know, she's pitched 3 or 4 games, and
Right.
he's the only one that's complained.
Well, when you have to look it up in the rule book or something, it's going to tell you that the umpires don't know the answer to that either. So if he's the first one that brings it up about being a continuous motion or something, that's the only thing I could think of, Ben, because they all bring the ball up. When they're getting ready to pitch, they all bring it up there.
Well, we have a moment. I want to thank some of our sponsors: Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Huddle Springs Church of Christ. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. You may visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians, and everyone at the Neosho Daily News wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. And it's very interesting here because you're almost freezing not only both teams, you're freezing the pitcher, and then you're also freezing the batter. So the home plate umpire has come back. The field umpire is still having a conversation with Coach Allenbaugh. So I'm not sure. I thought maybe they had this conversation solved, but maybe not quite yet because the field umpire is the one still.
Well, I think the umpire behind the plate, I think he's already made his decisions that we're going to play.
And I was going to say, I think it's up to him to decide that, not the field umpire.
Let them have their talk.
But Dakota O'Brien will start off the inning. O'Brien, Zamora, and Knox are the three due up, and I still don't know if they really have an answer. That first pitch is high and outside for a ball, so the count's 1-0.
I don't either. She just brings it up. She looks underneath. I'm not for sure that's a big. I don't know if there's a question how high they bring. I don't know. We'd have to ask about this later on.
1-0 pitch is hit to right field and deep. It's over Cart's head, and that is a home run for McDonald County as they get the first run of the game as Dakota O'Brien is able to hit one out. She just got one in her sweet spot and was able to hit it out.
I was hammered hard, going opposite way too, Ben. There ain't no wind out here blowing anything around, especially out to right.
Well, the wind is blowing out, but I mean that ball would go out regardless of the wind.
It's not, like I said, it's not blowing out to right field. She hit it. She hit that. She hammered that and hard, got all of it to the opposite field. Good hit.
So it's 1-0 McDonald County. As here comes the first pitch to Zamora, and counts 0-1. So 0-1 the count here on Zamora. Here comes the 0-1. That pitch is Jamrose knocks it down, and now they switch places. Good job by King. It's a 3-4 putout, and there is one down.
And exactly what she's supposed to do.
Good job by Jamrose and by King to switch that around.
Number 20, Rain Knox.
As Rain Knox comes to the plate here for McDonald County. It's a little bit of a weird put out in the scorebook, but it's exactly what you're hoping for because Jamrose knocked it down, kept it in front of her as that first pitch is outside for a ball, and then she wouldn't have been able to get back to the bag, and King went over and was able to get on the bag and get the out.
Well, Jolie's moving that way off the hit because it was in between Jamrose and Jolie.
As here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. So the count's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the second. 1 run in for McDonald County on the solo home run. As here comes the 1-1. That pitch popped up in the air. Hancock going to go back a couple of steps and snag it. And there's 2 down now as Peyton Patterson will come to the plate. So 2 down here. As here comes the first pitch to Patterson. And that pitch is high for a ball. So the count's 1-0. Seneca will have their 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up in the bottom half of the inning. 1-0 the count. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Thought about bunting again. Pitch is high. So the count's 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes here on Patterson. If you're Summer here, you really want to go after her and have the number 9 hitter lead off the 3rd inning and not get back to the top of the order. Or basically clear the bottom half. So here comes the 2-0. And she offers at it. And the count's 2-1. I'm not sure if that was a strike or she offered at it. I think it was more she offered at it than it actually being a strike. 2-1 the count here on Patterson. As here comes the 2-1 pitch from Summer. Offering again, gets it to Summer. Good job by King to get over, but she could not field it cleanly. A little bit too tall a throw there and an error on the play. Allows Peyton Allenbaugh to come to the plate.
Yeah, kind of wish Jolie was about 6 foot. She could catch that, but it was a little high.
I mean, everybody did exactly what they needed to do. Jambros came crashing, and King went over, but just a little bit too tall a throw from Summer. That first pitch is a ball, and Hancock cuts it off as stealing second is Patterson. So now a runner in scoring position here for McDonald County. 1-0 the count. Coach Allenbaugh obviously going to be aggressive, especially with his daughter at the plate. Get that runner in scoring position. Comes the 1-0. And that pitch goes off the glove of Davis. And the pass ball allows Patterson to get to third. And the count's 2-0. 2 outs here in the inning. 1 run in on the solo home run. Another run sitting at third. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That pitch is spoiled foul. And the count's 2-1. So they're out of softballs. So they're going to get at least one of them back in. For the umpire, we're nearing the top of the 5 o'clock hour. You're listening to KNEO 91.7 FM, Neosho Joplin, live online at kneo.org. 2-1 the count. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That misses inside, maybe low as well, and the count's 3-1. Have to think Allenbaugh, if she can reach, would probably be off for second. First pitch against Hopkins. 3-1 the count here on Allenbaugh. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That's high for ball 4. So a solo home run, able to get a couple putouts, and then an error has allowed the inning to continue. Talk about walks and errors. A 2-out error and then a 2-out walk gets you back to the top of the order in Kirsten Hopkins.
Yeah, you know this should be a take for sure. Go second, third, get some runners in scoring position. Looks like she's faking the bunt or wanting to.
That pitch is hit on a hop to Jambros, and it is just foul. And the count's 0-1. You wish Jambros could have fielded that in fair territory because that would have ended the inning.
Yeah,
Made she waited for that second hop. She did everything right.
I don't understand that at the plate. I don't understand him swinging at that when Allen Ball's off to get the second and third.
So here comes the 0-1 pitch. That pitch is spoiled foul. And the count quickly now 0-2. Trying to bust her inside, it looks like, Daryl.
Well, they got it off their hands. Yeah, she didn't have much of a swing at that. She's way out in front of the first pitch, and then that there is off her hands. So 0-2, she's going to have to battle up there, and it's going to be tough.
If you're Summer here, do you try and go back outside after busting her inside? That's exactly what they tried to do, and that ball is gone. A 3-run home run for Kirsten Hopkins to make it 4-0, and all those runs are unearned, thanks to the error with 2 outs.
That's a 3-run home run.
And it makes it 4-0 here for McDonald County. So they did exactly what I thought they might do, but the problem with that is after busting her inside on her hands, she's able to extend her hands out and hit a home run.
Yeah, she went right down the middle of the plate, and she gave up a meat pitch.
As Carly Martin will come to the plate here for Mack County. 3 more runs in the inning. And those 3 are unearned. Any more runs given up as that first pitch is in there for strikes. The count's 0-1. Any more runs given up this inning are unearned thanks to that 2-out error. She should have been out of the inning 3 batters ago.
Yeah. Errors and walks will kill you.
0-1 the count here on Martin. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Popped up in the air, Hancock and King, and Hancock calls off King. And that will end the inning. For McDonald County, they get 4 runs in the inning off of 2 base hits. There was an error, and they don't strand anybody. 1.5 in the books. It's 4-0 McDonald County.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Jolie King will lead off the inning here for Seneca. King, Andrews, and Wade are the 3 due up, and Coach Allenbaugh is now talking to the field umpire, probably about the same thing because he brought his own book out, but they only were talking about it during the warm-up pitches. So I don't know that anybody really has a true answer here to whatever they were talking about. So that first pitch hits the outside corner, and the count's 0-1. 4 runs in the inning for McDonald County in the top half, and 3 of them are unearned. Comes the 0-1, and that's outside. It counts 1 ball and 1 strike. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-1 count here to King. Swung on and missed. Count 1-2. She kind of had to swing at that one because that's where the umpire's been calling them.
Yeah.
Just missed. It may have been a little bit lower than she would have liked. That ball up the middle.
There you go.
And a single to start the inning for Seneca. Seneca that's the first hit of the game for the Lady Indians. The first two got on via walk in the first and got stranded. Let's see if the bottom half can get something rolling as Josie Andrews come to the plate here for the Lady Indians. Andrews, Wade, and Card are the next three up. The pitch is outside for a strike, or for a ball, so the count's 1-0. Outside for a strike is kind of a...
I figured they might try to send Jolie just to get play a little aggressive.
This pitch is in there for a strike, and the count's 1-1.
See if that catcher can make a good throw. I'm sure she can, but the
1-1 is swung on and missed, so the count 1-2. Andrews has been hitting the ball hard. In the couple games we've seen, she flew out to left yesterday along with the strikeout. She only had 2 plate appearances. Swung on and missed for strike 3. It's the announcer's jinx for you.
Yep.
There's one down.
Well, she's not very big, but my golly, she's got a quick bat.
So Olivia Wade comes to the plate now for Seneca. See if there's some kind of movement on. Hit and run, bunt and run.
Maybe bunting her over.
They are trying to bunt, and she's going to try and steal anyways. And she's out because, they want to call time. The runner is in front of her. I wonder if you can call obstruction there.
Oh, you can't call obstruction because the second baseman who's covering the second base, who covered the throw, has a right to go after the ball.
Well, the umpires are going to talk about if she's actually going to be out or not. As King see if she's okay. They want to talk about if there's any chance for obstruction. Because she got hit hard. Coach Allenbaugh is out there. Both coaches are out there. And obviously our trainer out there as well, Jamie Miller.
Well, the ball beat her there. And you've got a right to go after the ball.
I mean...
But, you can't obstruct her if you don't have the ball. But if you got the ball...
Well, the problem is the ball... She didn't catch the ball, and the ball was on her side, but Jolie King never touched the bag.
Yeah, but the ball beat her there just because you missed the ball, then they slide into you. I'm just saying,
I think they're calling obstruction, by the way. I think he said she's safe. I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's what they called because now the umpires are talking to Coach Allenbaugh, which Coach Allenbaugh is out there trying to make sure Jolie's okay, too. You have both head coaches out there, and we may see some kind of change here for Seneca, see if King is able to stay in. If she's out, that would be 2 outs. If she's not out,
they're calling her safe.
They did call her safe.
They called her safe.
So I guess you give a stolen base on the play. But now you need a new base runner for Seneca. And it's going to be, I can't see a number because of a ponytail.
17.
17. And we will try and get you who that is here in a moment. But she may have to come in and play second base.
Batting for Seneca.
As Wade's still at the plate.
Olivia
Wade 0-1 the count. So that ball is fouled off at the plate. So the count now moves to no balls and 2 strikes. You said 17 is running at
17.
Second. That's Abigail Elliott. So Elliott is running at second base for King. King theoretically could re-enter, but she may be done for the night. Yes, here comes the 0-2. That ball hit to the left side. throw to first in time, and now Elliott is going to be put out at third base. Aggressive base running. It's a 6-3 put out and then a 3-5 put out. And that one, the inning. For Seneca, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. 2 in the books. It's 4-0 McDonald County.
Missourians know we've got their back. For 75 years, they've turned to Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance for dependable, personalized life insurance coverage. That's 75 years protecting families and the lives they've built. For small-town values and big-time protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Most of us have certain bills that require us to pay them off in order to keep using the service. There's another debt you owe, but this one you cannot pay yourself. It's called sin, and the Bible teaches it separates us from God. Fortunately, the gospel says Jesus loves you and paid that debt for you. It doesn't matter what you've done. You're offered this gift and can receive forgiveness. If you'd like to talk with someone to find out how Jesus can pay the debt of sin in your life, call us at 888-NEED-HIM or go to chataboutjesus.com.
Elliott, she does come in to replace Jolie King at second base, so we will have a new second baseman. I mean, that was a hard knock that King took.
Well, it kind of ran into one another. She's trying to slide, and the girl was trying to go after the ball down low. It was a weird slide, but it stopped abruptly. Let's put it that way.
It'll be the meat of the order for McDonald County. Cheyenne Starr, Cameron Christie, and Dakota O'Brien. Anybody who reaches Vanessa Zamora comes to the plate.
Well, Jolie's out there a second.
Oh, they did switch it back to King, so she must be okay. Okay, enough to continue. That first pitch spoiled foul near the on-deck circle of Mack County. I mean, last glance you and I looked, it was Elliott out there. So
yeah, I think maybe Coach is talking to her. Maybe they put her out there, in case Jolie could come out.
0-1 the count here on Starr. Starr had that weird triple down the right field line her first time up. Popped up in the air, weighed out in center field, and I think she lost it in the sun because it hit her in the head.
Hit her right in the glasses. Yeah, she lost it. She took it right in the forehead with glasses on. That's not good. Yeah, she just lost it in the sun. It's right up in there. It's tough.
And Seneca very quickly getting beat up a little bit, and she will come out. And we will see who the replacement will be for her.
Well, it's tough. You get hit in the glasses like that, you're talking about getting cut around your eyes. Possibility of getting cut around your eyes.
It looked like she had a beat on it, and then the last second, it disappeared probably into the sun.
Yep.
So we'll see. I think that's number 4, which that would be Aspen Williams if that's her going out.
She's going to left.
She's going to left, and Andrews is going to center. So Andrews moves to center, and Aspen Williams moves to left field. And this has been a very eventful.
Been a lot of pauses in this game, Ben. Just kind of hanging around doing nothing.
Very eventful last 15 minutes.
Like time's just dragging by here, but, we're stopping play a lot.
And that also hurts the pitcher, Summer, as well. Not much you can do about it, though.
No, nothing you can do.
So here comes the first pitch to Christie. That's outside for a ball. Counts 1-0. Unfortunately for Seneca, you have to give an error on that play because it's about as routine a fly ball as you think it should be.
Yeah, I mean, technically it's an error, but, man, when you can't see it coming down in the sun, I've been there. It's not fun.
So here comes the 1-0 pitch. Blooped in the air, Card out in right field. Card finds it and is able to snag it for out number 1, and she also fighting the sun as well. I mean, she and the right side of that infield, including the right field, are looking directly into the sun. We talk about it all the time during baseball season. It's just as true in softball season. Yeah. Dakota O'Brien comes to the plate. She had a solo home run her first time up. That pitch is hit to third. They're going to try and get the sure out of first, and Jamrose can't field it, as runners will be at first and third. As Barry made a good play, and she made the right decision, Daryl, in trying to go to first. She just short-hopped it, and the runners advanced to third.
The throw could have been here's the deal. When you're doing this, when you're throwing from third base to first base, you need to bounce that ball. I say bounce. It's not bounce. You skip the ball about 10 feet in front of first base, and that makes it easy for the first baseman to come up with it. There, it was just right on top of Jamrose in the dirt.
Jamrose almost was able to come up with it. A little bit hard for her to do that, and so now runners are at first and third for Vanessa Zamora, who grounded out her last time to Jamrose at first, who made an excellent play. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic all sponsoring the broadcast. So that first pitch is in there for a strike. They actually do throw down, and safe at second base is O'Brien. I think there was a little bit of a surprise that by Hancock that it wasn't cut off. The Hancock does a good job of fielding it.
I don't know what play they had on. There's different plays they have on first and third, so I didn't know exactly what they're doing. But the third baseman got on third, didn't even try to score.
So here comes the 0-1, and that's high for a ball. Counts 1-run. Runners at second and third, and Seneca's just playing for an out right now because the infielders are back.
Yeah, the corners might come home.
1-1 the count here. Yes, here comes the 1-1. That pitch is lofted foul into the screen. And so the count now moves to 1-2. It's 4-0 McDonald County. They scored all 4 of their runs in the second inning. 1-2 the count here on Zamora. So here comes the 1-2 pitch from Summer. A strikeout would be big here for her. That hits the outside corner for strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Summer, and that's a big one. To get to 2 outs here, you can get out of this inning with no damage. As Rain Knox comes to the plate. Knox popped out to Hancock at shortstop her first time up. First pitch is outside, so the count's 1-0. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-0 the count here on Knox. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's outside, and the count's 2-0. Don't really want to load the bases for Patterson. Patterson reached on an error, eventually scored on a 3-run home run by Hopkins. Do have the base open, but obviously you would just want to get out of this inning. That pitch off the umpire. I must have been foul tipped off the umpire, and the count's 2-1. And now the umpire needs a minute. Our trainer, Jamie Miller, has been a very busy person here today.
She's been out checking with everybody.
And now she's got to come out and make sure the umpire's okay.
Yeah, I think he took a foul lip off the shoulder.
2-1 the count.
She jammed her on the inside and right off her hands and piece of it.
This has been a very weird start to this game. 2-1 the count here on Knox. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That pitch is blooped in the air, and King can't quite make the play. 2 runs are going to come in and score as it's a 2 RBI single for Knox, and that makes it 6-0. And Daryl, guess what? 2 runs came in and scored.
One's off the air.
For McDonald County, number 20.
As
Peyton Patterson.
Peyton Patterson will come to the plate. Patterson reached on an error her first time. They're going to try and steal second. Good throw, but safe at second is Knox, as Coach Eilenbaugh being very aggressive here.
Trying to get another girl in scoring position, just in case they get another base hit.
I mean,
got 2 outs. We need this third one, Ben.
That last one by Knox just out of the reach of King. King made about as much of an effort as you can get. Nice block there by Davis, and the count's 2-0. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. 2-0 the count. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Summer. That 2-0 is high, and the count's 3-0. Eilenbaugh on deck. Then you get back to the top of the order. Look out at the 6 runs. 3 of them are unearned. Mack County, 3 hits in the game.
Oh, that's a good pitch.
That pitch is in there for a strike, and the count's 3-1.
Okay. She was letting it go. She's taking all the way, Ben.
Umpire's still working on his shoulder.
You get nailed on the collarbone like that, or on the tip of the shoulder. It ain't fun.
So here comes the 3-1. That's high for ball 4. Runners are at first and second now for Peyton Eilenbaugh, who reached on a walk her first time up. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Huddle Springs Church of Christ, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. So here comes the first pitch from Summer. That's in there for a strike. Counts 0-1. Try and leave these 2 runners stranded here if you're Summer, and see if Seneca can get something started in their half of the third. Donald County already going to see their lineup a third time through. So that pitch must have been high. It counts 1-1. Whereas Seneca is just getting to the second time through their lineup in the bottom half of their half inning. 1-1 the count here on Eilenbaugh. As here comes a 1-1 pitch. That's swung on and missed, and the count's 1-2. Seneca fans trying to cheer Summer on, see if she can get that final put out.
This will be huge, Ben. Not to let any more runs get in. Get this third out.
So here comes the 1-2 pitch. That is outside. The count now 2-2. You really don't want to get to 3-2 because the runners would be off on the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs in, but we're in the third. So here comes a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. So the count remains 2-2. You're a strike away from getting out of it. But she was a strike away from getting out of it when Knox hit a single.
This third out is getting hard to come by, Ben.
Here comes another 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Runner tries to take third, and she does without a throw. And now the runner at first, Patterson, didn't follow. She'll be off on the pitch.
Yeah.
She kind of hesitated.
3-2, you can go.
So here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and foul tipped. Could not quite hold on to it. So the count remains full here on Allenbaugh. Really don't want bases loaded for Hopkins, who hit a 3-run home run in the second.
Yeah. Swinging a hot bat here.
Allenbaugh reached on a walk and scored on that home run.
Can just get this going. Just this last out here.
So here comes another 3-2. Swung on. It doesn't matter. It's called strike 3. I thought he was going to say swung on and missed, but it doesn't matter, as she is out. 10th inning for McDonald County. 2 runs on 1 hit. There were 2 errors, and they strand 2. 2.5 in the books. It's 6-0 McDonald County.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Rose Card starts the bottom of the 3rd inning and hits it sharply to shortstop, but a nice play there by the shortstop. Carly Martin throws her out, and there's 1 down as Seneca now gets back to the top of the order, and Cordy Hancock.
That was deep in the hole, too, Ben. I thought maybe she might be able to run that out.
So 1 out now as Hancock comes to the plate. She walked her first time up. Hancock and Barry both walked, but were stranded as the pitch is low for a ball. Counts 1-0. Those were the only 2 batters that Riley faced. Were the 2 walks, and Tarvin came in and stranded them both. So that pitch hit to Martin, throws to first in time, and there's 2 down, and I don't think that's the person you want to hit the ball to. Not that you can really.
No, the only senior on the team is Carly Martin, Ashley Martin's daughter. Ashley, she was a math teacher at Mack County when I was there.
So Ava Berry comes to the plate. She walked her first time up.
Ava Berry.
So 2 outs here. See what Barry can do. Swings and misses, so the count's 0-1. I will say they are making McDonald County field it.
Yeah.
That's all you can do is put the ball in play.
Put the ball in play, and good things happen sometimes.
That pitch is high for a ball. Counts 1-1. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. They visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. As Barry swings through that one, and the count's 1-2. I think it's 1-2. That pitch is hit to Martin. Martin fields it, throws to first in time, and she had all three putouts here in the inning. Down go the Indians, 1, 2, 3. 3 in the books. It's 6-0, Mack County.
Hello, I'm Josh Dotson, a member of the Hollow Springs Church of Christ in Seneca, Missouri. I'm going to talk to you a moment about loneliness. It is a very deep ache that reaches down to the soul, but the Bible reminds us that we are truly never alone. From the beginning, God has told us that it is not good for man to be alone. And as a matter of fact, He shows us His intention is to have a relationship with Him and a relationship with others. That helps us to not be alone in this life. However, we still go through loneliness. Psalms chapter 34, verse 18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and He saves those who are crushed in the spirit." Jesus Himself, though, we understand, experienced loneliness in the Garden of Gethsemane. Remember, He was abandoned. And remember, He was also forsaken at the cross. So Jesus can deeply feel our pain. He understands the loneliness. But through Him, we are offered not only that comfort, but we're also offered a community, the body of Christ. So when we feel forgotten, when we feel that everything has come crushing down and we are lonely, remember God has told us in Hebrews chapter 13, verse 8, "I will never leave you and I will never forsake you." So let us hold on to the truth that in Christ Jesus, loneliness may visit, but it never has to be the final word. For KNEO Radio, I'm Josh Dotson.
Due up. I believe Summer's still out there. So here comes the first pitch. That ball is blasted to right field and deep, and it's going to bounce over the fence. One-hop the fence, I should say. That is a ground rule double.
Yeah.
She hit a home runner last time. It's a double this time.
That's two of them. She's tagged pretty good.
Carly Martin coming to the plate. She's 0 for 2. She has plenty of putouts, though. She had the last 3 putouts in the inning.
Well, she's a pretty good shortstop. Good fielder and a good arm.
But she's 0 for 2 on the day. And, Darryl, that's what I was talking about. This is already third time through the lineup for Mack County, and Seneca's only getting their second time up as Martin fouls that one into the Seneca bullpen, and the count's 0-1. Like we said, the switch out in the field for Seneca, Josie Andrews moves to center field, and Aspen Williams came into left. (0-1) the count here on Martin. Aspen Williams will take Olivia Wade's spot in the batting order in that 8 spot. That pitch is outside for a ball, so counts 1-1. Kind of trial by fire here for Kinley Summer.
Yeah, I was more worried about Wade's incident than I was Jolie's. I know Jolie kind of got rolled up there on the carpet, but, man, Wade just took it right in between the eyes.
So here comes the 1-1. That ball hit on a line just past Hancock, and it rolls all the way to the wall. One run going to come in and score. They're going to send the runner to third, and she is in safely. So it's a single for Carly Martin, and then it rolls by Williams. That allows her to get all the way to third. As it's 7-0 for McDonald County. As Hopkins comes in and scores. It's going to be a tough play to get her out anyways. So I think you give the RBI to Martin anyways. As Cheyenne Starr comes to the plate. She has tripled and then reached on that error by Wade. But that's just the one that Wade lost in the sun. I hate to give an error, but technical.
Well, yeah, technically it's an error. It was coming down, and everybody thought she was catching it, and right at the last minute, you could tell she lost it in the sun.
1-0 the count. As here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch popped up in the air, foul territory. Jamrose is able to make the catch. Excellent job by Jamrose. And then an even better job to force the runner back to third.
And Carly Martin made a little mistake right there. She come off the bag at third. Jamrose caught the ball in foul territory, but so did Rayleigh was he was going after the ball. There was nobody at home plate. If Carly Martin would have stayed and tagged, she probably would have scored.
As Cameron Christie comes to the plate, she's 0 for 2. As here comes the first pitch to her. That pitch is blasted to right center field. That's going to fall in front of Card, and it's going to be a double here for Cameron Christie. As that makes it 8-0.
Down to the plate for the Lady Mustangs, number 14,
As
Dakota O'Brien.
Dakota O'Brien comes to the plate now for McDonald County.
She's the one who hit the opposite field home run. Was she not?
And she also reached on an error.
Yeah, she's got some power to her.
Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO 917 Sports. That pitch is low and outside for a ball. Counts 1-0. One and 0 the count here on O'Brien. 1 for 2 on the day, but reached base both times. That's outside, and the count's 2-0. 2 runs in the inning so far here for McDonald County. Vanessa Zamora on deck. At this point, Zamora is the only player that has not reached base for McDonald County in the game. So here comes the 2-0. That's in there for a strike, and the count's 2-1. Evan at the Neosho Daily News. Wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win.
And they are throwing her on the outside. They do not want her. They do not want to put this ball over the plate.
2-1 the count here on O'Brien. As here comes the 2-1 pitch. And they actually jammed her, and Card can't find it. It's a single. She keeps it in front of her. They're going to send the runner home, and they are not going to bother with a throw. I think Card had a hard time finding that one in the sun.
That's another one that's just right, like I said, right in her eyes, and she's trying to find it but just can't find it. Just a little old blooper out there. She couldn't make the play in the air, but on the bounce it got away from her. The spin on the ball skipped away from her.
So it's a single and an RBI for O'Brien, and we have a pitching change, so we'll take a 90-second timeout. Back after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
In a sense, we all live in earthquake zones. Sometimes things in our world are shaken by forces we can't control. It might be one of those times in your life right now. Life's quakes remind us how breakable and vulnerable we are. You were made for a relationship with Jesus Christ. Only through Him can you be safe for all eternity. He proved it by His blood when He died on the cross to pay for every sin you've ever committed. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Abby Jamrose will be the new pitcher for Seneca, and that will mean Ava Berry moves from third to first, and Kinley Summer will move to third. So those are your changes for Seneca. Just kind of internal changes. And do we have a new right fielder?
Elliott. Is she going to right field?
And Rose Card is coming in. And it looks like Abigail Elliott is going to right.
Yeah, Elliott's going to right.
So she may be in for Card now. So a lot of switches there. Still one out as Zamora will face Jamrose. Pitch is in there for a strike, and in safely at second base is O'Brien. 0-1 the count. 0-1 here on Zamora, who has grounded out and struck out. So here comes the 0-1. That's swung on and missed. And the count's 0-2. A little bit faster pitcher here for Seneca as well, but that's also the difference between a freshman and a senior. As here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And there's 2 down. As Rain Knox comes to the plate, she's 1 for 2. As Jamrose 3 pitches and a strikeout. So here comes the first pitch to Knox. That is outside, so the count's 1-0. One and 0 here on Knox. Here comes the 1-0. That's nubbed foul back to the screen, so the count's 1-1. New Mac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolu Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-1 the count here on Knox. Seneca heads to Cassville on Thursday. That'll be a online-only video broadcast coming from Cassville. Pitch jammed up in the air, and Jamrose is going to call it for out number 3. For McDonald County, they tag on 3 more runs on 4 base hits. There was also an error, and they strand 1. 3.5 in the books. It is 9-0 McDonald County.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Looking for a personal checking account with real rewards? Open a Community Choice checking account at First Community Bank and earn up to $200. Get $100 when you set up direct deposit and another $100 after just 15 debit card purchases. No monthly service fee, free online and mobile banking, and interest paid on your balance. Open your account today with just $50 and start enjoying the perks. Call 888-780-8391 or visit firstcommunity.net for details. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See bank for complete details.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
As she fouls that first one off and the count's 0-1, she popped out to shortstop. First time up. 3-4-5 here for Seneca, Jamrose, Summer, and Davis. 0-1 the count. She was actually the first batter that Tarvin faced. So the first 2 walked. That ball is hammered to center field and deep, and that ball is gone. A solo home run for Abby Jamrose. And Seneca gets their first run of the game here this evening. She got all of that one, Daryl.
Yes, she did. Turned on it well, got the fat part of the bat on it. Everything was just gone. And, it wasn't a towering shot. It was just a halfway line drive out there that was, it had more in it. If she'd have got that a little bit higher, it could have went a lot farther.
Kinley Summer will now come to the plate for Seneca. Summer reached on a fielder's choice, her first time up. So Summer, Davis, and King are the next three here, and see if Seneca can get something started here against Tarvin, who has come in and done a nice job settling things down here for Matt County. Got out of that first with no runs given up. Gave up a single in the second, and then that solo home run.
Well, she's came in and thrown strikes. That's what she's done. She's thrown strikes, and she's made Seneca have to hit the softball, and Matt County's been making the plays.
Yeah, no errors from McDonald County so far. So here comes a 2-0, and that ball popped up in the air over the third baseman's head, and Martin calls her off, and there's one down. As Rayleigh Davis will come to the plate. Kind of reached for that outside pitch. As Davis coming to the plate here for Seneca.
Number 10, Rayleigh
And with a 2-0 count, maybe a little over-eager there to try and swing at that pitch. So that first pitch is high and inside for a ball. This counts 1-0. Davis and King still due up here in the inning. See if they can extend it to Andrews. So that 1-0 pitch is popped up in the air. Catcher calls for it in foul territory, and there's two down. As King will come to the plate. King singled in the first.
Yeah, she had a good solid hit in the first inning.
Right up the middle.
Now coming up to bat for Seneca.
And that was actually the second inning.
Yeah, second inning.
Jolie King.
See if she can get some two-out magic started here for the Lady Indians. So here comes the first pitch to her, and that pitch is bounded foul. Counts 0-1. Nice play by the head coach there. No error on the play.
No error on Coach Barclay. Fielded it clean.
0-1 the count. Swung on and missed. A little bit late on that one is King, and the count's 0-2.
Well, the last one she hit, up the middle was a high pitch. So I think she likes the high ones. She can catch up.
So here comes the 0-2. That's high for a ball. So counts 1-2. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. 1-2 the count. That pitch is lofted in the air in foul territory, and Martin can't get to it. Neither can the third baseman, which the third baseman is Christie, or the left fielder O'Brien. They all were converging, and it was just a step out of any of their reaches. Count remains 1-2, but a good job by King to get a piece and stay alive.
Just barely. I mean, it's in one of there's a lot of big foul ground here, Ben, as we've noticed we've talked about all the time. But
that ball is hit to third, throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. For Seneca, they do get one run on the solo home run. No hits, or one hit, no errors, and nobody left. 4 in the books. Matt County up 9-1.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District. Tradition, pride, class.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
Peyton Patterson will lead off the inning here against Jamrose, as Jamrose will begin her first full inning of work as that pitch is outside for a ball. So counts 1-0. Jamrose came in and did a good job of stranding that runner at second and got a strikeout and a pop out to herself. 8-9-1 here for McDonald County. Peyton Patterson at the plate, trying to bunt her way on, and that's bunted foul. So counts 1-1. Patterson, Allenbaugh, then back to the top of the order, and Hopkins. So 1-1 the count here on Patterson. For McDonald County to run rule Seneca, they would need to score 2 runs in this inning and not have Seneca score any.
Well, they all think she's going to bunt because everybody's playing up. The corners are.
So that pitch is low and outside, so the count's 1-1.
Maybe that's all she does. I don't know.
She reached on an error in the second and walked in the third. Mid-America Specialty Markets, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden. So that pitch is in there for a strike and the count's 2-2. And, she's kind of squared every time, so Seneca may be on to something.
It's like that, I don't know, it's almost like a slap bunt or something. She kind of takes off a little bit.
As here comes the 2-2 from Jamrose. That pitch is hit in the air to left field. Williams out there. Can't grab it. Roll up against the fence. And in at third base is Peyton Patterson with the triple. Wade looks like she might be somewhat okay. She's up on the bench over there. As Peyton Allenbaugh will come to the plate.
For the Lady Mustang,
Allenbaugh walk and a strikeout.
Peyton Allenbaugh.
And you get back to the top of the order. That ball is roped to left center field. One run going to come in and score. It's going to go all the way to the wall. It'll be a double here for Allenbaugh. That ball was hit hard.
Yeah. And Allenbaugh, I know she's fighting a little strain in her knees, so she didn't really push it very hard. And they got a courtesy runner coming in.
Not a courtesy runner, a pinch runner. As the pinch runner is going to be Fallon Freeman. As Kirsten Hopkins comes to the plate, she's 2 for 3 with 3 RBI.
A home run and a double, ground rule double.
That pitch is popped up in the air, and it drops in front of the right fielder as runners will be at first and third. And that's that new right fielder in there for Seneca. And she's fighting the sun.
Yeah, it just hit right there in front of her. She really couldn't get to it. But she's fighting it too.
Hopkins is a triple away from a cycle, but I don't know that she'll get another plate appearance. As Carly Martin comes to the plate, she's 1 for 3. That pitch is outside for a ball. Taking second without a throw is Hopkins. 1-0 the count. Nobody out here in the inning. Mid-America Specialty Markets, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the 1-0. That pitch is lofted in the air to left. Yeah. Williams is going to go back, and it's going to bounce up against the fence. 1 run going to come in and score. 2 runs going to come in and score. They're going to try for an inside the park home run, and she is in safely is Carly Martin, a 3-run inside the park home run. She now has 4 RBI on the afternoon. Cheyenne Star will come to the plate now for McDonald County. So here comes the first pitch through the left side for a single past Summer. And it is a single here for Star.
That was a sharply hit ball.
As Cameron Christie comes to the plate. Christie doubled in the 4th. She's 1 for 3. We may have a pinch runner here for Star, because Alan Boss talking to the umpire, and we do have a pinch runner. It's Jacqueline
number 12.
Tunique. I don't know how to pronounce that last name.
Tunique.
She's running out first.
Yeah, Jacqueline is on first. Let's put it that way.
Christie 1 for 3. She's at the plate. So that pitch hits the inside corner. Counts 0-1. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's low. Good block there by Jamrose, and the count's 1-1. Seneca going through some trials here in the early going the season, but you're hoping that pays dividends as that ball's fouled back. Counts 1-2. When you get to the end of the year, you think about last year, Seneca went through some trials early in the season, and they pushed number 1 seed Nevada through all 7 innings.
Oh, yeah. Had them be with without a couple errors in the last inning. But, it was a tough loss. Heartbreaker for those girls.
1-2 the count. Here comes the 1-2 from Jamrose, and that's poked in the air. King is able to snag it for the putout, and there's 1 down. It's Dakota O'Brien will come to the plate. O'Brien has reached base all 3 times. She's 2 for 3, a solo home run, reached on an error and scored, and then singled in the 4th. This is her first time facing Jamrose, though. Jamrose busts that inside corner, and the count's 0-1. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. Comes the 0-1. That ball is laced foul towards the batting cages, and the count's 0-2.
Throwing inside at her hands, kind of jamming her. Not letting her get her hands extended, her arms extended. May go away this time. Let's find out.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's spoiled foul.
Yep.
Count remains 0-2. Count remains 0-2 here on O'Brien as Jamrose is doing a good job of keeping the ball away from where she can extend her hands out.
Right. Jammed her the first 2 pitches, and then the last pitch was on the outside part of the plate, almost in the other batter's box.
We're at the top of the 6 o'clock hour. You're listening to KNEO 91.7 FM, Neosho Joplin. Live online at kneo.org. Is Barry going to go over and try and get that? But it goes into the screen, and so the count will remain 0-2. At some point after you jammed her inside the first 2 times, now you've gone outside twice, you try and jam her back inside.
I think you throw her a change ball or low or keep it off the plate. You've got 4 balls to play with, or 3. So I wouldn't throw her anything. There you go.
Pitch is high for a ball. A wild pitch does allow the pinch runner, Jacqueline, to take second. Count now 1-2. Still 1 out here in the inning. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Chamber of Commerce, Huddle Springs Church of Christ, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-2 the count here on O'Brien. She's able to get a piece of it. It stays foul, and Barry can't get there.
Yeah, all those balls, all the outside pitches are balls. And she just got long arms, and she can go out there and put a bat on it, just keep herself alive, hoping that, that Abby Jamros makes a mistake and throws it a little bit further inside over the plate. She might go back inside. She's trying to lean pretty hard, but no.
1-2,
Yeah,
and that ball is hitting there to right center
Yeah.
field, and it's going to bounce up against the fence. One run going to come in and score, and it's going to be a double here for Dakota O'Brien. She has 4 RBI on the afternoon now as well.
For the Mustangs, number 7.
5th run in the inning here for McDonald County as Vanessa Zamora comes to the plate. She's 0 for 3. Interestingly enough, Zamora is the only player from McDonald County that has not reached base today. She swings and misses at that first pitch, so the count's 0-1. Only inning Matt County didn't score was the first. 4 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and so far 5 here in the 5th. There's only 1 out. So that pitch hits the outside corner, and the count's 0-2. So here comes the 0-2 offering. That's popped foul to the screen. So the count will remain no balls and 2 strikes. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. McDonald County looking to start off Big 8 play with a win. It'll only be their 2nd win of the season. That ball hammered down the third baseline, foul. Count remains 0-2. O'Brien did a good job of battling on 1-2 to get a double. Zamora doing a good job battling here as she's fouled off a couple 0-2 pitches. So here comes another 0-2 from Jamros. That's low. Counts 1-2. They are making Jamros work hard this inning. The first 5 that reached all scored for McDonald County in the inning. So that's low, and the count now 2-2. You had a cycle, technically, from the first 4 batters for McDonald County in the inning. First one tripled, second one doubled, third one singled, and the 4th one hit a home run. So that ball up the middle. Jamros can't get it, neither can Hancock. 1 run will come in and score. As now every McDonald player that's played has been on base. So Brian comes in and scores.
For Matt County,
As Rain Knox will come to the plate, and a pinch runner,
number 6.
Brianna Zimmerman, is going to be the pinch runner. Still 1 out in the inning. This is the 9th batter to bat in the inning for McDonald County. So that first pitch is in there for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ballgame schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO917 Sports. So here comes the 0-1. That's low in the dirt. Good block by Davis, and the count's 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 the count. Here comes the 1-1. That pitch hits the inside corner. The count's 1-2. Peyton Patterson's on deck, and she hit a triple to start the inning. Unless potentially start getting some pinch hitters. We've seen a lot of pinch runners. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be.
So here comes a 1-2. That ball is popped in the air, foul, out of play. Count remains 1-2. Still one out here in the inning. Runner on first. As here comes a 1-2 pitch. That's outside for a ball. And Knox has worked it to 2-2.
She's been ahead of all these hitters, Ben. They've just been able to put the bat on the ball.
So here comes the 2-2. Popped in there, foul. Out of play behind the screen this time.
It's like that. It's like they just keep fouling them off and finally get it. I mean, they're doing a good job at the plate. Put the bat on the ball.
Count remains 2-2. Comes another 2-2 offering. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And that's out number 2 as McDonald County is batted around in this inning as Peyton Patterson will see another at-bat here in the inning. She is 1 for 2. She tripled earlier this inning. She also reached on an error and scored and walked. So she has been on base every single time. As that pitch is outside for a ball, so counts 1-0. For a second there, it looked like the umpire was calling a strike, but just motioning that it was outside. As here comes the 1-0. That's outside, and the count's 2-0. Allen ball on deck, and then you get back to the top of the order again. The Jamrose can get out of this with an out. Here comes the 2-0. That pitch is hit to Hancock at shortstop, and she will tag the bag at second to end the inning. For McDonald County in that inning, they scored 6 runs, and we'll tell you what the hits look like when we come back here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
Bottom of the order here for Seneca, Josie Andrews. We'll see if Aspen Williams get that at bat, and then you may have a pinch hitter as well, because Rose Card, you had a different hitter or fielder come in for her in right field. So we'll see if Williams bats and then somebody else bats, but it's the bottom 3 in the lineup. After Andrews, then you get to the other bottom 2. I think it looks like Williams is on deck. So I think those 2 are guaranteed, and then we'll see if Card comes back into hit or if somebody else gets that hit. As Andrews swings and misses. So the count is 0-1. for McDonald County to the top of the 5th. 6 runs off 7 hits. That's swung on and missed, and the count quickly 0-2. Seneca is at Cassville on Thursday. Online only broadcast. 4:30 first pitch, 4:10 airtime. And then Friday night football from Seneca as Nevada comes to town. That's in there for a called strike 3, and there's one down. So I believe Aspen Williams is the one batting. Batting for Olivia Wade.
Correct.
Number 4, Aspen Williams.
So Williams is batting here, and then it does look like that swung on and missed, so the count's on 1. It does look like another pinch hitter on deck for Rose Card. That one swung on and missed, and the count's 0-2. 0-2 the count. As here comes the 0-2. That pitch is low. This counts 1-2. Friday night should be a good one here from Seneca. If you can't make it, tune in. We should have a dandy for you. So that pitch is in there for a called strike 3. And there's 2 down now. Is that Elliott?
Yep.
Abigail Elliott
Now batting for Seneca.
will get the potential final at bat.
Abigail Elliott.
So that's swung on and missed, so the count's 0-1. Seneca softball at Cassville on Thursday. See if they can rebound Thursday afternoon. So that pitch is low for a ball. So counts 1-1. 1 run Seneca got today as a solo home run by Abby Jamrose, who continues to swing a hot bat. So that pitch is high for a ball, and the count is 2-1. If she can reach, you get back to the top of the order, and Cordy Hancock. Sure, Hancock would love so that pitch is outside, and the count's 3-1. I'm sure Hancock would love another plate appearance as well. 3-1 the count. Here comes the 3-1. That's low for ball 4. So after back-to-back strikeouts, a 2-out walk gets you back to Cordy Hancock. And Darryl, that's the first walk that Tarvin has given up as the starting pitcher for McDonald County. Riley gave up 2 walks to start the game. Tarvin's come in and thrown strikes.
Yeah, she's thrown strikes and made Seneca's hit. We've hit the softball, but Mack County's been making plays.
That pitch is low and inside for a ball, so counts 1-0. Hancock 0 for 1, grounded to shortstop in the 3rd. She walked in the 1st. Got put out on a fielder's choice. That pitch is in there for a strike, and the count's 1-1.
And I know it. Coach Allenball is just saying to throw strikes. You don't need to try to throw anything fancy. Just throw it over the plate, throw strikes.
That pitch is hit through the left side for a single. Runners will be at first and second. A good job backing up the throw there by Carly Martin. Is that Martin at first?
No.
I was going to say, I don't
Back
think.
and throw it at first base.
I saw I thought I saw a 1 and a 5, but don't think that's right.
I don't know why.
It may be Peyton Patter. No, she's an outfielder.
I don't know why they threw it to first or second. They're trying to
That
throw
may
it to
be
second.
18. I don't think it's 18 at first. Barry comes to the plate. She's 0 for 1. She grounded to shortstop. She's also walked. 0-1 the count. I know Jamrose is itching to try and get another plate appearance as well, but Barry needs to get on. Ball lofted in the air. Right fielder going to come over and snag it, and that will end the contest. For Seneca, they're in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. The post-game show is sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District after this break on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Mid-America Specialty Markets of Seneca is a supporter of the Seneca Indians, and they're proud to bring you today's game. They provide insurance services for the four-state area, including home, auto, life, and agribusiness. Located at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, they are licensed in Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Kansas. Learn more today at midminsurance.com or call 417-451-9177. Mid-America Specialty Markets. Protecting your business and family is our specialty.
The Roper Kia Four-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the four states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia Four-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And we welcome you back to the postgame show. Postgame show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District as McDonald County picks up their first Big 8 victory. They improve to 2-8 overall, 1-0 in Big 8 play. Seneca falls to 2-5 overall, 0-1 in Big 8 play. Kendall Tarvin comes in and picks up the win. She went all 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Abby Riley faced 2 batters to start the game. She gets a no decision. She walked 2. For McDonald County, 15 runs, 15 hits, no errors, strand 5. For Seneca, 1 run, 3 hits, 4 errors, and they strand 4. Kinley Summer takes the loss, 3 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 9 runs, 3 earned, 2 base on balls, 1 strikeout. Abby Jamrose, 1 2/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned, 1 strikeout. Jamrose has the only run for Seneca here today.
Yeah, it seems like we hit the ball, but Matt County was making plays. I mean, I give Matt County a lot of credit just making plays out in the field. There's a lot of times we hit it, but most of the time it was right at them. And when you're making plays in the field, at least you're putting pressure on the defense and making them have to work. I mean, that's when our offense. We just couldn't get any runs in. We couldn't get any good hits at the right time.
It'll be interesting to see. Seneca plays Cassville on Thursday, as they will be at Cassville. That is a 4:30 first pitch, 4:10 airtime Thursday. Just trying to rebound a little bit after a couple of struggles here today.
Well,
and yesterday too.
And Jolie, hope she's all right. Probably nothing wrong with her. Maybe twisting it or something. But Olivia Wade out there in the outfield, she just took a shot right there, wearing glasses, took a shot right in the forehead, just lost it right there at the end in the sun. It's brutal out there. And I worry more about her than I did anyone.
So we will see what happens. Like we said, one more softball broadcast and then obviously football on Friday night. That will do it for us here this afternoon as Seneca falls by a final score of 15-1. The post-game show is sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. For studio producer Luke Taylor, for Coach Darryl Harbaugh, I'm Ben Wolcott saying so long from Seneca. We thank you for watching high school softball here on the KNEO Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.